Hello beautiful people, welcome to another episode of Worthy Habits. Today we want to talk about how to boost your self-confidence. Now these are my 5 tips on how I use to boost my self-confidence, and I hope it helps you too. 1. Confront your fears. The human mind is made in such a way that it prevents us from trying things that are new, because they are always scared of the unknown, and because of that we are being forced to always be in our comfort zone. Now how do you battle this? There are 2 strategies that I use in order to confront my fears. The first one is practice. Yes, the adage that says practice makes one perfect is very true when it comes to self-confidence. Take for instance a child who is learning how to walk. He can only master walking after he has tried several times and failed. When it comes to confidence, the same is true. The more you practice, the more you become conversant with whatever thing that you are doing, and then you become comfortable with it. Another strategy that I use in confronting my fears is avoiding negativity. And when I talk about avoiding negativity, I'm actually coming from 2 angles. The first one is negative thought that comes from ourselves, and the second one is negative talks that comes from others. So in order to battle the negative thought that comes from ourselves, I use affirmations such as I can, I am, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So you can get some words that you can use as an affirmation anytime you have bad thoughts or negative thoughts about approaching something. Again, in order to battle negative people, one sure way is to avoid them. But if you can't avoid them because they might probably be your parents, your siblings, your neighbors, then the sure way to go is to avoid conversations that will lead to negative talks. Second, own your strength. Back in school, when you are given several subjects and then you are failing in one of the subjects, mostly your parents or your teachers will always tell you to work harder on weaker subjects in order for you to be good at them. But when it comes to life, the opposite is rather true. You see, you don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to work on your weaknesses, because that energy and time that you spend on working on your weaknesses, you can work on your strength in order to become best at it. So what am I saying? Look at your own strength, what you are good at, and work on it to become better. So for instance, if you are good at cooking, in communication or whatsoever, you can work at it in order to become best. Now with this little progress that you see in your life will help you to boost your confidence faster. Third, engage in voluntary work. Now one sure way that can help you to boost your confidence in whatever thing that you intend doing is to engage in voluntary services. In such places, nobody compels you to do anything because you are not being paid for whatever thing that you are doing. So you are at great liberty to do whatever thing that you want to do and also do it at your best. There's also more joy that comes from helping someone freely. And that will actually help you to do whatever thing that you intend doing at ease. And this is another way of boosting your confidence. 4. Set attainable goals. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with that first step. And usually we have these bigger goals of becoming this or becoming that. But the sure way of gradually building up your confidence is for you to break up your bigger goal into smaller attainable goals. Now the moment you're able to achieve these little goals, it gives you the courage that you will be able to achieve the next goal and then to the bigger goal. For instance, if you want to be a public speaker and then you are very bad at talking to people, you can start by talking to just a few group of people. It could even be children. Now as you're able to talk to this set of people and you feel okay or comfortable with it, then you can increase the numbers. And gradually you feel comfortable anytime you talk to a large group of people. 5. Stop comparing but rather compliment. Now anytime you want to try something new, sometimes you find out that there are already people who are into such things. And as human as we are, we tend to compare ourselves with them. And to me, comparison is just a waste of time because everybody is unique, different in his or her own way. So the pace at which that person might use in order to achieve his goal might not probably be the same pace as which you will use in order to achieve your own. And so the more you compare yourself to people who are higher than you, you feel belittled. You feel belittled and discouraged, and finally your confidence drops. So what's the best thing? Just compliment those people. And in summary, I've come to realize that confidence is not something that you can learn once or something that you can learn within a short period of time. Anytime we want to try something new, we still have to boost our confidence. In order to boost our confidence, we have to confront our fears by practicing and avoiding negativity. We should also set attainable goals that will help us to measure our progress. Again, own your own strength and separate it from your weaknesses, knowing that as humans, we will always fall anytime we want to try something new. And you are not an exception to that. To crown it all, look and feel confident always. Stay tuned for another educative video.